Good morning. So apparently I am old now. I woke up about 5:30 this morning and could barely move my head. My neck hurt so bad, so there's that. I'm a little late getting to the farm here this morning. And look, the ripper is out of the shop. This rolling basket is completely clear. That disc blade is completely clear. So Dad did it for me, which I did not expect. I'm like 10 minutes late, not like an hour. So that's good. Hopefully that means it didn't take him too long. I'll go talk to him. I'm going to head to Berkey to see if we can shell corn today. So hopefully he can run the ripper and everything goes well and you don't have any more trouble with it plugging up. But that's where we're at. Oh, also today's opening day of gun season. I've already heard several shots. Hopefully they're shooting all the deer. Although our hunters probably aren't going to be too happy with us if we go over there and start doing tillage by the woods where they're trying to kill a deer. What are you going to do? Farming's the priority. Okay, got the shop floor cleaned up from all that mud. Dad went down to the field to go chisel, and I am getting in the truck heading to Berkey. We're going to go check this corn. I told Phil just to hang out here till I get down there and take a look at it. If it looks like we can go, I'll call him and have him head down. I think Ben's going to come down and run a grain cart for us too, so that should work out pretty well. If we can't run, there's no reason for us both to go down there, and we'll need to drive separate anyway so that somebody can stay and dry corn after we get everything full. So that's the plan. Well, I made it down here to Berkey. Looking at this corn, there appears to be more snow on the ground here. I don't know if we got a little bit more or it just hasn't melted as much. There's not a lot on the corn plant itself, but like this, there's enough here, here, here. I don't think we better run that through the combine. It will plug it up. It might take it a little while, but I don't want to have to dig it out. So maybe we need to wait another day is what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm back in the tractor. Went to Berkey, checked that stuff, and I got back. Worked in the office for a little bit here this morning. I've got a little more to do this afternoon. Went to eat lunch, and I was going by the field on the way back to the farm, and Dad was out here, so I stopped to see if he wanted to go get something to eat. So I'm going to run the tractor for an hour or two here while he eats lunch, and he's going to come back and take over. It is definitely sloppier and muddier than it was last night, so I don't know. Hopefully we can keep going. All we've got to do is finish this field, which probably looks like a lot in the camera, but there's only about 50 acres left, so shouldn't really take all that long. Should be able to get it done today pretty easily, as long as we can get through everything and keep moving forward. The tractor gets spinning pretty bad when it gets real muddy on top here, so everything's going all right the way it looks to me, and yeah, we're still getting something done. Lost my seat. Nothing's plugging up on us today. So every time my dad drives my truck and I get back into it, he has flipped the dash over to the odometer. I never have it on the odometer. I pretty much always watch the speedometer in the digital display. He's snooping on me. Which I guess if the farm wants to buy me a new truck, I won't complain about, but come on. Alright, so since Dad's going to run that tractor this afternoon, finish that tillage up, I'm going to work on our forklift. So this happens to be fairly neglected, unfortunately, piece of equipment on our farm. It's not something that we need in the field, so it doesn't get a lot of attention. And it's been running a little bit rough here lately, and since I've got some time now, I figured I'd better go through, change the oil, check the air filter, spark plugs, that kind of stuff. Maybe we can make it run a little bit better. In doing so, I checked the date from the last time that this was serviced. It was June 11th of 2014, so that's probably not good. So it definitely needs it. It's only about, what was it? A little over 250 hours. So it's really not that bad from an hour standpoint, but that's a lot of time. So, yeah. First thing is to drain the oil, and then I'm gonna have to see if I can get some filters and stuff around and go through this, make it work better. Well, didn't mean to drop that, but I got it out. You see that white thing with the barcode on it? That's the oil filter. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's buried way down in there. How am I supposed to get to that? They don't exactly make these things service friendly. I found a window through the rear tire. Not a lot much room, but I can get to it a little better. Get a filter wrench on it anyway. Alright, I did get that oil filter off, and oil is drained. I pulled a spark plug out and the air filter. I'm going to run to the local auto parts store, see if I can't get filters. I'm hoping these are fairly common, because I don't have any in stock, and I don't really want this thing to sit here for 4 days while I wait for parts to come in. So, they look like common stuff, or shouldn't be too hard to get. So I'm going to go run and do that, and then we'll come back and put some oil and filters back on, and should be good to go. Probably grease the slides on the side shift and the mast and that stuff too. I got my parts, filters that I needed, and some oil for this forklift, although I could not find an air filter. The air filters that are in there had no part numbers on them, no writing whatsoever, other than saying made in Korea. And I'm not entirely convinced that they are original to this machine, or the same filter that's supposed to go on here anyway. So I'm gonna clean it and put it back in there and have to do some more research, see if I can find the right filters. In the meantime, I have to fish that drain plug out of here that I dropped earlier and put it back in so that I can put the new oil in. I am aware that this is hydraulic oil. We're low on hydraulic oil too, so that's what I'm putting in. See, not the engine. Okay, I believe that for the most part I'm done here. I've got the oil and filter changed. Excuse me. Changed the spark plugs. I did break one of the spark plug wires when I was pulling it off the old plug, so I've got to go and get one of those. I changed the fuel filter, and these fuel lines were pretty bad. The ends were starting to break apart, so I put new fuel lines on. Filled up the antifreeze, the coolant reservoir, greased everything that needs to be greased. I could not find the air filter. The one that was in there didn't have any part numbers, so there was no way to look it up. I tried searching for I asked at the auto parts store where I got the rest of the filters. They couldn't find anything, so I'm gonna have to search online to see if I can't find the correct air filter and get those changed. So other than that spark plug wire, it should be good to go. I suppose I could check the air pressure in the tires. But yeah, hopefully it runs a little bit better than it has been, and we'll have that project out of the way for 5 years apparently. We should probably do it more often than that. Guys, fix myself up here so I look okay on camera. Dang. Okay. So that's going to be the end of tonight's video. It is after 6:30 already, Friday night here. So tomorrow we are going to shell corn. I'm almost 95% confident that we're going to shell corn tomorrow. I did see one neighbor was out today, so hopefully that means things worked well for them and the corn's off the stalks enough to flow right through the combine. I did make it up to the mid-30s today. I don't know exactly, maybe 35. So that should have melted the snow off of the corn enough for us to be able to go out and shell tomorrow. I don't know how much we'll be able to do because we're going to have to wait on dryers after a little bit. So I'm going to take this spark plug wire tonight and go to the auto parts store and see if they can get me one for the morning. That'll wrap this project up, and then we'll head to Berkey and take a look at stuff down there. Hopefully shell corn all day tomorrow. Yeah, my boys are actually here at my parents hanging out with Grandma tonight, so I'm going to go in the house and get them, and then we're going to go home and find something to eat, and then we'll go in the morning. So hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, and find me on all the other social media stuff.